Hello, good day, and welcome back to my channel. It's Karino here, Karino Crochet. So in my last video, we made a rainbow themed romper, and I promised I will be making it a full set. So I promised a matching booty, and look what I brought: a croc sandal, unisex croc sandal. Look at that. We'll be learning how to make this beautiful piece today. As you can see, it is rainbow themed as well, and look at what we have. I actually made this in this design. This was my initial design. I added beads, as you can see, and I embroidered the flower pattern here. It is embroidered. I have it, the leaves and the flower right here. So I decided to switch it up and give it the rainbow themed that we are working with. So it is unisex. You can decide to actually customize it to anything. You can decide to skip the rainbow part and add flower or whatever you want to add to it to beautify your sandal. So without wasting much time, let's jump right into the materials we'll be needing to make this beautiful croc sandal. So those are the few materials we'll be needing. This will be my main color, and it is 100% acrylic. It is yeye, and I'll be doubling my strand. As you can see that it is quite thin, so I'll be working with 2 strands, and it is 40 grams. This ball will make a pair, and you will see I have some yarn left, so this will actually do 2 legs. We'll be needing other colors for the rainbow: 1 2 3 4 5 6 other colors, but then I don't want to put that all here because it's going to fill up my table. I have my colors here, as you can see. So if you have scrap yarn, that will come handy. So we'll be needing 6 more colors for your rainbow, and we'll be needing this fox ball. I don't know what it's called, but I saw it on Google as fox ball or something. So the little we'll be using the little the smaller size. As you can see, I use the bigger size for the romper right here. As you can see, this is bigger, so we'll be needing the smaller ones for the booty. So I'll be putting that at the edges. I'll be needing 2 different sizes of hook. I'll be using size 2.5 hook. That will be for the main, that will be my main hook I will be using for the entire booty. And I'll be using size 2.0 hook. I'll be using size 2.0 hook for the rainbow applique. So I will only use this for the rainbow applique. And we'll be needing 2 buttons. It is half an inch button. I'll be needing 2 pieces. This is actually detachable. You can remove this and this as well. It is detachable, so I can remove this also. As you can see, it is detachable. So we'll be needing 2 pieces of that. We'll be needing tapestry needle for hiding our hands and a pair of scissors for cutting. So that being said, let's jump right into the tutorial. So before we kickstart, if you are not yet a subscriber, please click that subscribe button, join the family, and if you find the video useful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and drop a comment. So we are going to make a slip knot. To do that, I'll wrap this around my finger like this. Bring out my finger. I'll put the longer tail, put it inside, and make a knot. So that's slip knot. And we are going to chain 16. The size I'm making is for size 0 to 6 months. So if you want to do for 6 to 12 months, I will just suggest you change your hook size to 3.0. That's all. Just follow the same foundation chain, the same stitch count. Just use a bigger hook. So I'm going to chain 16. That will be our foundation chain. So 1, 2. So I'll go ahead and chain 16. So after chaining 16, starting from the second chain from the hook, this is not a chain. This is our first chain, and this is the second. So the second chain right there, I'll make my first single crochet, and into the second I'll make a single crochet. So we go ahead until we have 9 single crochets in total. Go right inside, pull out a loop, we yarn over, we'll pull through the 2 loops. So I'll go ahead and complete 9 single crochets in total. So after completing 9 single crochets in total, I'm going to work 2 half double crochets. So yarn over, we go into the next stitch, the next chain, work a half double crochet. We yarn over, we go into the next chain, we work a half double crochet. So we have 2 half double crochets worked. So in the next 3 stitches we are going to work double crochet. So yarn over, go into the next, I'll make a double crochet. That's one. Yarn over, I'll go into the next, I'll work a double crochet, put through 2, yarn over, put through 2. That's the second. And into the third, I'll go right inside and work my third double crochet. And in our very last chain we are going to work 6 double crochets in total. So right inside there, I'll go ahead and complete 6 double crochets. So this is one, I'll go ahead and add 5 more. So I have my 6 double crochets done. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So right now we are going to repeat everything we did on this side. We are going to be repeating it here, but in a reversed manner. So we are going to work 3 double crochets starting from this next stitch. We are going to work directly in front of our stitches right here, right inside. That is 1 2. I'm hiding the hand as I work. 3. So I worked 3 double crochets. So after that we'll go ahead and work 2 half double crochets, then we'll go ahead and work 8 single crochets in total. And after that we are going to have 1 stitch left. I'll come back and tell you what to do in that last stitch. So after working 8 single crochet, in the very last stitch we are going to work 3 single crochets in total. That's 1 2 and 3. So after that I'll go right into the very first stitch and make a slip stitch. So we completed round 1. So for round 2 I'm going to chain 1, and in that very same stitch I'll work 2 half double crochets. So that's 1. I'll go back inside and add 1 more. That's 2. So in the next stitch we are going to repeat the same thing. We are going to work 2 half double crochets inside. 1 and 2. Then we'll go ahead and work 9 half double crochets in total. So work 9 half double crochets. When I'm done with my 9 half double crochets, I'll come back and tell you the next thing to do. So after working 9 half double crochets, we are going to work 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So we are going to work 1 double crochet. So after completing my 3 double crochets, we are going to be working double crochet increase 6 times. Remember the 6 double crochets we did around inside the last chain. We are going to be working double crochet increase there 6 times. So starting from the very first one, work my first double crochet. I'll go back inside and add 1 more. That's 2 double crochet, and I'll go ahead and repeat this 5 more times. So when I have it done, I'll come back and tell you the next thing to do. So after working my 6 double crochet increase, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we'll go ahead and work 3 double crochets. Then we are going to switch to half double crochet. We are going to work 10 half double crochets in total. Work 3 double crochets, then 10 half double crochets. When I have this done, I'll come back and tell you the next thing to do. So after working my 10 half double crochets, we have 3 single crochets left. We have 3 stitches, 1 2 3. This is a slip stitch. We are not working there. So we'll go right inside. We are going to work half double crochet increase 3 times. So we have 1 2 and 3. So I'll go right into the first half double crochet and make a slip stitch. So this marks the end of the second round. This is what we have. So for the last round of the sole, we are going to chain 2, and inside that same stitch I'll work 1 double crochet. In the next stitch I'll work 2 double crochets. This pattern I'll repeat it 1 more time. 1 double crochet, then double crochet increase. So I'll work 1 double crochet, then double crochet increase. So we worked 1. This chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So work a double crochet, 2 double crochets, double crochet, 2 double crochets. So we'll go ahead and work 1 double crochet into the next 12 stitches. So we are going to work 12 double crochets in total. When I have this done, I'll come back and tell you the next thing to do. So after working 12 double crochets, so we are going to work this pattern that we started with. We are going to work it here. So I'm going to work 2 double crochets, double crochet increase, then 1 double crochet in the next. So you see this pattern, we are going to be repeating it 5 more times. So you work 2 double crochets, then 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet. You're going to repeat that 5 more times. So you're going to have a group of these. You're going to have 6 in total. So we have 1 already. We need 5 more to go. So I have 6 of that completed. So in the next stitch we are going to work double crochet increase. So that means we are going to work 2 double crochets there. Remember, we started here with 2 double crochets, so we are going to finish with 2 double crochets as well right there. So after working that, we'll go ahead and work 12 double crochets in total. So you work 1 double crochet into the next 12 stitches. So go ahead and work 12 double crochets. So I have my 12 double crochets. So you see this pattern we did right here around the toe. We are going to be repeating that here 3 times. So we are going to work 2 double crochets, that's double crochet increase, then we work 1 double crochet in the next. So we'll go ahead and repeat this 2 more times. So after completing that pattern, you see we have 2 1, that's 1, 2 1, that's 2, 2 1, that's 3. So you see this slip stitch, we are going to work 1 double crochet inside, and after that I'll go ahead and fasten off. I'll not chain 1, I'll just fasten off. I'll pull out my yarn. You see this chain, so I'm going to skip it. I'll go right into the first double crochet. We are making invisible slip stitch. So I'll pull out my yarn tail, then I'll turn this. Now I'll go right into the last double crochet I made. I'll go through my stitch, inside my stitch. I'll come out right here in the middle. I'll grab my yarn tail and pass it, and we have that. So total we have 60 stitches, but with the invisible slip stitch we just made, we have 61 stitches in total now. So this is what the sole looks like, and this will size up to 6 months. In fact, it will run up to 9 months. So I want to make a knot right here at the back. So I'll pass the tail back and I'll put tight, and we have that set. So we are going to go ahead and make a second piece, because we'll be joining 2 soles together. We'll be joining 2 pieces together. So go ahead and make your second piece. I'll go ahead and make mine too. So I have my 2 pieces done right here. So we are going to be joining the 2 pieces together with slip stitch. So I will try and highball it and pick the middle stitch right here. Right here, this is the middle stitch, and we'll make sure that the 2 wrong sides are facing each other and we have the right sides outside. So for the other side, I'll try and eyeball the center as well. This right here is the center, so we enter from the back. So I have that. I'll grab my yarn and I'll pass that through. So I'll go into the next stitch in the front and I'll pick the next stitch at the back and work my slip stitch. So make sure your slip stitch is not too tight. So I'll go into the next stitch in the front, into the next stitch at the back, and work my slip stitch. So this is what we are going to be repeating all the way into each and every of our stitches until we get here, right here. This is where we started. So until we get to this place. When we get here, I will come and show you the next thing to do. So after working my last slip stitch without chaining one, I'll go ahead and fasten off. I'll put this out, and this is what I have. So I'm going to thread my needle with the yarn tail I have left. So okay, I think I did not pick all of that. I'll do that again. So this is the first slip stitch we made, so I'll go right there from the back. I'll bring this out After that, this is the last slip stitch I made. I'll go in between like that, and I'll pass my needle and come out right here where we started at the back and pull out just like that, and we have our invisible slip stitch done and the sole is ready. So I'll go ahead, make a knot right here at the back 2 times. After that, I will use my needle to hide this inside the sole. So by now this is what you should be having. So I'm going to grab my yarn. I'll make a slip knot and I'll locate the center right here from the back, and we'll be working in the back. We'll be trying to find that somewhere around here. I think this will go, and we'll be working in the back loop only. As you can see, we have this is our slip stitch. We have this right here. This is the front loop, and the one at the back is called the back loop. So we are going to be working in the front loop, the one right in front of us right there. So we are going to be starting with a standing single crochet. So I have my loop on my hook, so I'll go inside my stitch like this. So I'm starting from here. As you can see, I'll grab my yarn and I'll work my single crochet. So that's standing single crochet. So I will hide this tail along as I go. So all we have to do is work 1 single crochet inside each and every of our front loop right there. So you go ahead and work this. In total, you should be having 61 single crochets in total. When I have this done, I'll come back and tell you the next thing to do. So after completing my single crochets, this is what I have. So I'll go right into my very first single crochet that I made, and I'll make a slip stitch. Oops. Go right into the first and work my slip stitch. So I'll chain 1 into that very same stitch. I'll go ahead and work a single crochet. So we are going to work 2 more rounds of regular single crochets, just single crochet inside each and every of our stitches for 2 rounds more. So with the 2 rounds, we are going to have 3 rounds of single crochets in total. So go ahead and work your 2 more rounds of single crochets. So after completing my 2 more rounds, so without chaining 1, I'll just fasten off and I'll pull out my yarn, and I'll go ahead and thread my needle with my yarn tail. So we are going to make invisible slip stitch. You see this very first stitch, we are going to skip it. So into the second, skip the first stitch, into the second from the back, I'll go right inside so that we can maintain our stitch count. So I'll go into my stitch right there and I'll come out in the back inside, and I'll come out in the back. Hope you can see what I'm doing, just like that, and I'll put tight. So like that, we maintain our stitch count and we have this closed. So I'll go ahead and hide this inside, and this is what I did. I started counting from the very first single crochet, and I counted 31 single crochets. So I marked the 31st single crochet, which is the very center, the very middle stitch right there. So you go ahead and mark the very middle stitch, and after that I'll come and tell you the next thing to do. So with the toe facing me, and here's the middle stitch I marked. So we are going to count 2 stitches to the right. This is our right side, this is my right, this is my left. So right here, my right side, I'm going to be counting 2 more stitches. Start counting from the next 1, 2. That second stitch, I'm going to mark it. The marking is very important. And to the left, this is the center, I'm going to count 4 stitches to the left. So I'll count 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the 4th stitch, I'll go ahead and mark this. So I have that marked. So we have 3 stitches. We have 3 stitch markers: the center, the second one, and the 4th one to the left. So we have all of this. So I'm going to grab my yarn. So I have my slip knot. We are going to be starting with standing single crochet. So we are going to start with this one right here on the right side. So I'm going to remove it. I'll go right inside and work my first single crochet. So we are going to work 3 single crochets in total. So this is 1, I have 2, and the third one we go into the next stitch marker, so I'll remove that. We have 3. So into this next stitch, the 4th stitch, I'll go ahead and work 2 single crochets. So I'll work single crochet increase. So 1, I'll go back inside and add 1 more. After that, I'll go ahead and work 3 single crochet. Remember, we work 3, increase, then work 3 as well. I have 1, 2, and the last single crochet will be inside where we have our last stitch marker. 3. So we have 3 single crochets, increase, then 3 single crochets. So anytime we turn here, we are not going to be chaining 1, so don't chain 1 at all. So after working everything, I'll turn. I'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet inside each and every of my 8 stitches. We have 8 stitches in total, so starting from the very first one. If you're a beginner, I would suggest you always mark your first stitch. So I have 1, 2, 3. I'll go ahead and complete 8 single crochets. So after working my 8 single crochets, you see these stitches here by the side. This was where we started our single crochet. We are not working there. So in the next 2 stitches by the side, we are going to be working 1 single crochet. So this is the first stitch by the side. 1, 2. So we worked 2 extra stitches by the side. We are going to turn. You see those 2 extra stitches we worked, we are going to be skipping them. So we skip 1, 2. So starting from here, 1, 2, we'll go ahead and complete 8 single crochets in total. So we have 2 already. We'll go ahead and complete and add 6 more. So after working my 8 single crochets, you see what we did here? We always pick 2 stitches by the side whenever we come to the edge. So this was where we worked our last single crochet. So we are going to move to the next one right here. I'll work my first single. I'll go into the next and add 1 more. So we are always going to work 2 single crochets by the side. So after that, we will turn. We are going to repeat the same thing we did earlier. We are going to skip the first 2 stitches that we just did, 1, 2. We'll move into the third. So we are skipping 1, 2. Then inside the third, I'll go ahead, my first single crochet. Now I'll go ahead and complete 8 single crochets in total. I have 1. I'll go ahead and add 7 more. So after completing my 8 single crochets, this was where we worked our last single crochet. So we are going to work 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So we have 1 and 2. So we have our round 4 completed. We are going to turn. So for round 5, we are going to skip just 1. We are going to skip this 1 stitch. So into the second, that's where we are going to start working. So we have 1. We'll go ahead and work 9 single crochets in total. So we have 1. So we'll go ahead and work 8 more. So after working 9 single crochets in total, this was where we worked our last single crochet. So we are going to work in the next 2 single crochets, starting from here. I have 1 and 2. So we have that done. We are going to turn. So for round 6, we are going to, you see these last 2 stitches we made, we are going to be skipping the 2 stitches. 1, 2, we skip it. So starting from the third stitch, we have 1. So we'll go ahead and work 9 single crochets in total. We have 1. So we'll go ahead and add 8 more. And that will bring us right here to the last stitch. So after working my 9 single crochet, this was where we worked our last single crochet. So we are going to work 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Starting from here, we have 1 and 2. So we have our round 6 completed. We are going to turn. So for round 7, we are going to skip just 1 single crochet. So we are skipping 1. So starting from here, we are going to work 1. We are going to work 10 single crochets in total. So we have 1. We are going to work 9 more single crochets. And when we have that, we had 2 more stitches by the side. When I have all of this done, I'll come back and tell you the next thing to do. So after working our round 8, we are going to turn. We are going to skip just 1. Starting from the next stitch, we'll start our single crochet 1. We have to work 11 single crochets in total. So we have 1. We'll go ahead and work 10 more. So we are going to have 11 in total. And after that, we are going to work 2 more stitches by the side. So go ahead and work all of this. So for round 9, 10, and 11, for 3 rounds, this is what we are going to work. 9, 10, 11. For 3 rounds, we are going to be skipping the 2 stitches. these 2 extra stitches by the side. 1, 2, we are going to skip it. We are going to work 11 single crochets in total. 1, 2. So I'll go ahead, complete 11 single crochets, then work 2 extra stitches by the side. I will turn, I will skip those 2 stitches, work my 11 single crochets, work 2 extra stitches by the side. I will turn again, skip the 2 stitches, work 11 single crochets, then 2 extra stitches by the side. So when I have all of this done, we are going to work that 3 times in total. We are working the first one, so we add 2 more. So when I get to round 11, I will come back and tell you the next thing to do. You will always skip the 2 stitches. So after working my 3 rounds, so for round 12 or for row 12, we are going to skip 1 stitch starting from the second. So we have 1. We have to work 12 single crochets in total. So we have 1. So we'll go ahead and work 11 more. And after that, we'll have 2 stitches by the side. When I have this done, I'll come back and tell you the next thing to do. So for round 13, we are going to skip the 2 stitches, the 2 extra stitches by the side. We are going to skip the 2, 1, 2, and it's starting from the third 1. So we are going to work 12 single crochets in total. So I have 1. I'll go ahead and add 11 more. That will give me 12, and I will have 2 stitches by the side. So for round 14, again we are going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and we are going to work 12 single crochets in total. So that's 1, 2. I'll go ahead and complete 12 single crochets, then add 2 more stitches by the side. So for round 15, we are going to skip just 1 single crochet. So starting from the next 1, 2. So we'll go ahead and complete 13 single crochets. We have 2, so we have 11 more to go, and after that we are going to add 2 stitches by the side. So for round 16, we're going to turn as usual. We are going to skip 1, then we are going to work 14 single crochets in total. So I have 1, 2. So I'll go ahead and complete 14 single crochets, then I'll add 2 more stitches by the side. So after completing my 14 single crochets, we are actually supposed to work 4 single crochets here by the side, not 2. So in case you have 2 already, so you just go ahead and add 2 more. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after working that, I'll turn. We are going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, 1, 2, then starting from the third. So I have 1, 2. So we have to work 16 single crochets in total. So we have to go ahead and work 14 more. After that, I'll come and tell you what to do here. So after working 16 single crochets, this is what our croc looks like, as you can see. So we are going to switch to, after getting to this edge, we are going to switch to slip stitch. So starting from here, 1, 2. So we are going to be working 22 slip stitch in total. 3. So I'll go ahead and complete 22 slip stitch, and that will bring me here. So yours can be 22, it can be 21, it doesn't matter. So we just have to work our slip stitch until we get here. You see all this right here, we are going to skip it. We are going to move into the very first stitch right here, as you can see right here, the first stitch here, and work our slip stitch. So we are going to work 16 slip stitch right here at the top. That's 1, so 2, 3. I'll go ahead and complete 16 slip stitches in total. So after working my last slip stitch, I'm not going to chain 1. I'll just fasten off and I'll pull that out. So we'll be working invisible slip stitch again. So I'll grab my needle. So I'll grab my needle and thread my needle with the yarn tail. So after doing that, right here, this is where we worked our last slip stitch, and this is the first slip stitch by the side. I'm going to skip that. I'll move into the next one, which is this. I'll enter from the back right here, and I'll pull that out, and I'll go in between the last slip stitch I made right there, come out inside, and I'll pull. So I'll hide this still inside. So we have the body of the croc ready. You can see what we have. Look at that beauty. He's so cute. He's so cute. Look at that. So we have this ready. What we have left to do is to make the strap that will be at the back and our rainbow applique. So I'll go ahead and hide this and I'll come and show you how to make the strap. So this is what I have. I'm going to set this aside. So with my same color, I'm going to make a slip knot, and I will go ahead and chain 31 for the strap. So I have 1, 2, I'll go ahead and complete 31 chains. So after completing 31 chains, starting from the second chain from the hook, this is not a chain, these are first chains. So starting from the second, I'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet. After that, I'll chain 2. I'll skip 2 chains, 1, 2. Starting from the third, we are going to work 20 single crochets in total. So I have 1, 2. I'll go ahead and complete 20 single crochets. So I have 2 done. I have 18 more to go. So after working my 20 single crochets, so this is what I have. I'm going to chain 2. We are going to make 2 buttonholes here. So I chain 2. I will skip 2 chains, 1, 2. And right here, I'll work 1 single crochet. Now work 1 single crochet in the next, so that's 2 single crochets in total. I will chain 2 again, 1, 2. I'll skip 2, 1, 2, and in the very last chain, I'll work 4 single crochets in total. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that will bring us to the other side of our chain. So after that, you see this chain 2 that we did earlier, we're going to work 2 single crochets inside. Work 2 single crochets, and after that, in this 2 single crochets we did here, we are going to work 1 single crochet on each. In our chain 2 again, right here we work 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Then we'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet in our 20 stitches. Then when we get to our chain 2, we work 2 single crochets in the chain 2, and you see our very last single crochet here, we are going to work 3 single crochets there. So after I work all of this, I'll come back and show you the next thing to do. So after working 3 single crochets inside, this is what I have. So right now we are going to work slip stitch around the entire piece, but whenever we get to our chain 2 here, we are going to be working 2 single crochets inside. So remember, we have 1 single crochet here, so we start there with our slip stitch. So that will be the first slip stitch. Inside this chain 2, we are going to work 2 single crochets, and on our 20 single crochets we start working our slip stitch. So we'll go ahead and work slip stitch on each and every of our stitches. So when you get here, you work 2 single crochets in your chain 2, then you work slip stitch on your stitches, 2 single crochet in your chain, then you turn to the other side and start working your slip stitch. You work all the way until you get to where you started. So I'll go ahead and do all of this, and after that I will fasten off, hide my hand, and I will come and show you the next thing to do. So I have my strap ready. This is what I have. So right now, the next thing we are going to do is, you see these 2 buttons right here, I'm going to do that off cam. So right here by the sides, we are going to be sewing our buttons by this side and right here. So we'll be putting our straps right there. So this will be adjustable in case this size, this right here, this length is too big, so we're just going to adjust it to this length. So that's why we have 2 buttonholes here, we have 1 here. So I'll go ahead and sew these buttons, and when I have that done, I'm going to add my strap, and I'll come and show you how to make our rainbow applique. So after attaching my buttons, this is what I have. So I have this in, and I'm going to put that there and do the same thing for the second side. So our croc is practically ready. So you can go ahead and design it. If you want to embroider like I did, you just go ahead and do that on whichever side you want to put it. You can see the design I have here. So right now we are designing our own width rainbow applique. So we are going to start with the rainbow now. With my, this is the color I'm starting with. I've switched to 2.0 mm hook, And as you can see, I'm not working with 2 strands again. I'm working with 1 strand because I want my rainbow to be small. So I'm going to make a slip knot, and after that I'll go ahead and chain it. So after chaining it, remember this is not a chain, so we are going to skip our first chain right there. So from the second chain, I'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet, and into the next 2 stitches we are going to work single crochet increase. So 1, I'll go back inside that same stitch and add 1 more. That's my first increase. I'll go into the next chain, work single crochet increase again. So I worked single crochet increase 2 times. In the next stitch I'll work 1 single crochet, just 1. In the next 2 stitches I'll work single crochet increase, 1, work increase in the next, and in the very last chain I'll work 1 single crochet. So this is what we have. It might be looking funny now, but it will all add up as we go, and we'll be switching to our next color. So I'm not going to be finishing my last single crochet in this color. So instead of yarning over and pull through, I'm going to do that with my new color, which is this shade of blue, and I'll finish that off, and I'll chain 1. I'll pull my purple, and I'll pick this. You see this 2 tail. I'm going to fasten this off, but I want to walk over it before fastening it off. And the new yarn tail, going to turn over, and in this round we are going to work 1 single crochet inside each and every of our stitches. So just regular single crochet. So I'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet, and I'll hide this along, and after that I'll fasten off the purple, and I'll come and show you the next thing to do. So right now I'm going to be switching to color green. So I will not finish my last single crochet in that color blue. I'll be finishing in my new color. After that I'll chain 1, and I'll turn. I'll be working over these 2 colors, and starting from here I'll work 1 single crochet here, 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch I'll make an increase, then I'll work 1 single crochet again, and I'll make an increase again, single crochet increase. Now I'll go ahead and work 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3. And we are going to be repeating what we did here, but in a reversed manner. So we are going to do single crochet increase, 1 single crochet, single crochet increase, 1 single crochet. So we are going to be repeating that just 2 times. Increase, 1 single crochet, increase, 1 single crochet. So I'll go ahead and complete that. So I'll be switching to my next color, which is yellow. I'll finish that single crochet with that, and I'll chain 1. So in this next round we'll just go ahead and work 1 single crochet inside each and every of our stitches. We are not increasing in this round, just regular single crochet. So I'll go ahead and work my single crochet. When I'm done, I'll come and show you what to do next. So we are going to be switching to the next color, which is orange. So right here I'm going to chain 1. I'll pull my yellow tight, and I'll turn. So we're going to work 1 single crochet 2 times. So I have 1, and in the next I'll work 1 single crochet. That's 2. So in the next stitch we'll work single crochet increase. So we'll work 2 single crochets in that stitch. So I'll go back and add 1 more. You see this pattern right here? I'll repeat it 1 more time. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, then we make an increase. So after working that, we are going to work 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So we have 1, 2, and 3. See this pattern right here that we started with? We are going to be working that. We'll be repeating it here, but in reversed manner. So we are going to work 2 single crochets, then 1 single crochet 2 times, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet 2 times. So we'll go ahead and work this, and that will bring us to the end of the round. 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. So I'll go ahead and work that. So for the very last round, we'll be switching to color red, our very last color, and All we have to do is just work one single crochet inside each and every of our stitches. We are not working any increase, just regular single crochet. So I'll go ahead and work this, and after that I'll fasten off. I will go ahead and hide. We are going to have this tail left. We are going to hide the tail and this as well, and I will come and show you how we are going to put that on our croc. So I have my happy. This is what I have. So you can position this any way. You can position this manner. I think this is beautiful as well. You can have it slanted. So you can see what I have here. So I'll be having that right here, just like this. I'm waiting for my glue to get heated up. So once I have that hot, I will apply some and place that here, and also my little small balls. I'm going to add that here at the base. So when I have all of this done, I'll come back and show you what the finished Crocs look like. So I have the two legs ready. So you just go ahead and repeat the exact same thing for the second leg, and you will have the two legs ready. Very quick and easy, right? So I hope you find this video useful, and if you do, please, which I believe so, please kindly give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to share and subscribe if you are not yet a subscriber. So I want to ask a question: between this design and this rainbow design, which one is giving? Like, which one do you think is more beautiful? Drop a comment and let me know. So we have one more thing to add to this set, which is beanie. So my next tutorial will be making a complimentary beanie for this set. So see you in my next tutorial. If you are not yet a subscriber, please don't forget to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.